Hello and welcome back to Kent Tonight live on KTMV. Now, have you ever wondered what life would be like in 50 years? Well, for one school in Sevenoaks, for class of 2072, we get a taste of this year as a time capsule was buried to mark the 150th anniversary year. Students of St Michael's Prep School gathered last week to bury the capsule, which will be dug up on the school's 200th anniversary. Well, to tell us more about this is Year 8 head boy Austin McRae. Austin, thank you so much for joining me, and as well as Lindsay as well, for joining me on the line this evening. Now, Austin, I want to know, what was inside that capsule? What sums up 2022? What was inside?
So we've had lots of things in the time capsule. From every year has put a different thing in the time capsule. So people in nursery and kindergarten have put their handprints in it. Year 2 have put drawings of themselves in it. Year 4 have put their favourite games of 2022 in it. And then year 7 and 8 have put what they think life will be like in 2072.
What sort of things do they think life might be like in 2072?
So I can remember some people thinking that we'll be living on Mars, that we'll have self-driving cars everywhere. All of this could be right, but it could be completely wrong. But I think we'll have far more advanced technology, but I don't think we'll all be living on Mars yet.
Well, you never know, but maybe definitely self-driving cars. And Lindsay, when you were at school, did you ever do anything this fun?
Oh, I don't think so. We thought it was great when we got to do a nativity play. But I think the idea of thinking back in time, because it's been the school's 150th anniversary, as you mentioned in your report. So the kids have been looking back and thinking about what it was like in Victorian times. And it naturally makes you start thinking about what it might be like when you become history, when your school days are history. So.
Well, you might be there when it's opened in 50 years' time. Now, you also said they put some.
Doing quite well.
They also put some games inside as well, didn't they? I'm not sure if you're a fan of playing some games. What are some of the top games of this year, which they'll be playing in 2072?
Oh, for sure. Hungry Hippos.
I've never heard of Hungry Hippos. What's it about?
There's a bunch of balls on the board, and you try and get as many balls into your corner.
Okay, actually, I have heard of that, and I'm being shouted at my ear for saying I'm ridiculous for not knowing what that was. So I feel bad. I feel bad for not knowing what that game was. And what is so important about history?
Well, I think as well as being able to know about the past, you can also almost predict the future with history, because you can see patterns and reoccurrences, so you can see what might happen.
And I mean, do you think this is maybe will pave the way to maybe studying history later in your education career?
Yeah, I think it is, because it's giving you a more hands-on experience of history.
Well, thank you so much for both of you joining us here today. Now, we might be covering this in 50 years' time when it's digged up again, and we'll let our viewers know what was inside.